All right, everyone, welcome back to BBB Sharing. I'm Evi Karageorge, Director of Ignite, and today I have with me Anna and Adriana. All right, guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
My name is Adriana Duarte. I'm a Senior Loan Officer at Core Mortgage.
And I am Anna Sothen, and I am the publisher of Swift Creek and Powhatan Living that are south of the river.
Perfect. So Barry dragged you guys in here today.
Kicking and screaming.
Yep.
I
And
said, what?
he forced you into this
what?
podcast studio with me. Tell me a little bit about what it's like being accredited businesses, because you guys are both accredited, right?
We are, yeah.
Yep.
It was super important to get that accreditation. Because it allows us to lead with honesty and trust. And so when people connect with us, they know that we are a vetted business, that
Correct.
the Better Business Bureau has gone out and has done their research that the consumer otherwise would have had to do on their own. And
Right.
so it just gives that extra label or level of comfort and reliability that you can have. And so it's important for me too, right? Because then it elevates my brand and my connection to the community for me to be able to say that I'm an accredited business because I went through the vetting.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Right. And I feel like as a customer, when you see that BBB sign, you feel like you can trust that company. They've been, like she said, they've been vetted and they don't just slap a sticker on everybody's, business.
Exactly, yeah.
You've got to go through the process, right? And the fact that, as a consumer as well, it's kind of scary. There's certain places like I just said earlier, like a mechanic shop, I don't know anything about
Right. Yeah.
auto shop. So if I'm going to trust with the BBB.
That's funny. One of the first times I was in the podcast studio, Barry was like, what does the BBB stand for you? And I was like, the BBB is kind of like calling dad.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, like you call your dad and you have a flat
Absolutely.
tire.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
that's what it is for me
Yeah.
because I don't go to Google to look for stuff. I call my dad.
Right.
He
Yeah.
knows everybody, you know?
Yep.
And so that's what I would tell people, like it's like calling dad.
Yeah.
Right.
I love that analogy. That's a
Yeah.
really good one. Yeah.
That's very, very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've learned like a lot of the times, like I'll look at reviews too, because you guys have the reviews.
Yeah.
So that it would help me decide, hey, is this a company that I want to go to? What is their grade? Right? Because you guys grade them.
Yeah. Companies have whole profiles
Yep.
up there. And they're like, well, we use Yelp and stuff like that. I said, well, Yelp doesn't give you any of your analytics. You know that, right?
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
they keep that for themselves. The BBB has your profile up there. That's data that belongs to you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I thought it was interesting learning that there's a difference between being A+ rated and being accredited and how different that is. Like anybody can be A+ rated, right? And that's just somebody who hasn't gotten a lot of complaints.
Yeah.
Right. And so that could be consumers not taking the time because they're like, oh my gosh, that's too much effort to do that. Or whatever the case may be, where being accredited, like I said before, means you guys went out and did the research that the consumer would then have had to have done on their own.
Right.
And to trust the research, right? And make sure that somebody isn't just blowing smoke.
Exactly.
And saying, oh yeah, I'm really, really great at this. And then you go and you deal with them like a mechanic. Like,
Yeah.
right, we go in there. I don't know what to do
anything.
with my car.
like,
You
okay,
say I need my
whatever you
filter
say.
changed.
Exactly.
Great. Where's my filter? I can barely turn the thing on. But
I need to add milk. Okay, sure.
right,
You say so.
exactly.
I don't
Right.
know.
So having somebody that has gone through that and actually looked and made sure that you are going to be treated with respect and integrity and that
Exactly.
you're whatever the service that they're providing you, they're actually going to provide that. Because if they don't, that's going to destroy their business. Like that's gonna be-
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
it could be really bad for their business. So
Yeah, you're right. I feel like it keeps companies though accountable in terms of like they want to keep that standard.
Absolutely.
Because they know the BBB's watching. They know clients are
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah.
So you're right. You're absolutely right when it comes to that.
absolutely.
And let me tell you, the ladies in here, the FBI wants them because they find everything out.
Ooh, that's
love
awesome.
Yeah,
I got
they
some
are
questions
like-
for that.
Right.
Like,
I don't know what they do, but when they're onto something,
Yeah.
I stay away from their office.
Ooh.
Like I just don't.
Are
go
they like a
anywhere.
dog with a
mission.
bone?
Absolutely.
Like they're going to dig and dig and dig and they're
Dig
going to
and
find
dig
the
and dig.
skeletons. Please don't ever. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'll give you all my aliases.
Right, exactly. But that's interesting because I know that Barry, like you guys do file deal with complaints rather, right? And so, Google reviews I've heard, somebody can just throw a complaint up there and then there's no way for you to fix that. So if it was an erroneous complaint, like you guys are going to dig and you're going to find out the true story and be able to rectify the situation however it needs to be rectified so that both parties are taken care of. Where on Google, somebody just says, oh, I had really crappy service and it's because they had a really bad day. And now all of a sudden you're like, but that wasn't true and you can't redact it.
Yeah.
Right.
Or if you do, it's like an act of Congress to try to do that.
Exactly.
So having somebody on your side, like I could call up Barry and say, hey, Barry, this is the situation. Can you help me resolve it? And he's going to, he will either do it himself or he'll get somebody who be like, okay, Anna, reach out to so-and-so and they're going to help you. So I like having that muscle behind me for lack of a better word.
Yeah, because as a business, it's like you said, somebody just come on and say, I had bad service, and maybe they didn't even go there.
Right. And that's happened.
So you guys actually investigate that to make sure that it's legit.
Consumer culture is so toxic right now.
It is. Absolutely.
It's really bad. And for businesses especially, we're supposed to be helping the consumer too.
Right.
We want to protect them and make sure they don't get scammed. But on the other side of that, there's consumers that are just never happy.
Yeah,
It can be the ripest peach on the peach tree and they still hate peaches.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Oh, I love that analogy.
Yeah.
I'm the ripest peach. I'm the ripest peach on the peach tree. And some people still don't like peaches.
Yeah.
I mean, they're wrong, but whatever.
Right.
That's awesome.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very, very true.
Yep. You said you have a lot of sponsors that might be interested in coming to Ignite.
Yes.
What kind of sponsors are they?
So I deal a lot with the service industry. So think of like your HVAC, electrical, plumbers, roofers, etc. Any business who wants to connect with their ideal client in certain communities. In Richmond, we have 16 different publications. So we help them brand themselves so that whenever their client is ready for their services, which is not when we want them to be ready, right? We want them to be ready today or possibly yesterday. Instead, we make them top of mind. But these are all sponsors who, if they had that accredited and they put that on their ad in the magazine, like it's just going to elevate. Not only hey, I've vetted them, I've had a conversation with them, they're good people, but also they also have this other level of certification as well too that I think is just, it's amazing. So, but having them come here and having the opportunity to share their story as well too is fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of the complaints that we hear from our own employees, and when I say complaints, it's really them not knowing what resources Ignite provides for our ABs, right? And ABs are accredited businesses. But Ignite provides a lot of services. So we're a resource if you need help on your social media, if you don't know, if you need to get in contact with somebody or you want to learn more about something, we have courses online that are a fraction of the price of going to send your employee to learn something or paying a trainer to come in to train.
That's awesome.
them.
Wow, that is really
For
awesome.
anything.
That's
And most ABs don't know that.
I didn't know that. I was like, I didn't know
have
that.
you
I'm
seen?
like, wow.
Did you see our eyeballs get a little
I
bit
go,
big
yeah.
because we're like, wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
I did
If
the
you
scooter.
guys, exactly. If there's anything you wanted to learn about or train your employees,
Okay.
we have a system called IABBB, and it has a learning platform, and you can learn anything that you want.
So, for example,
That's
like what?
awesome.
Like my
let's
wheels are
say
turning.
You want to get a digital marketing certification,
Oh,
right?
okay.
You can get that. I think it's like $300.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and you're paying like $10,000
Right.
at Georgetown University.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, that's so interesting. Okay. I had no
I didn't know that
idea.
either.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much information I could probably learn.
That's why it's so beneficial to be a part of the BBB.
It really
Right,
is.
agreed.
It's not
Yeah.
just a sticker. It's not
Right,
just a
exactly.
name. Like,
Exactly.
you guys
It's
give
resources,
so much.
it's support.
Yeah, and then we actually had a team building here the other day, and I was like, guys, I've only been here 2 months.
Right.
I know these things.
Yeah.
You should be telling people these things.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'm just thinking it from my, I mean, just gonna be selfish here right now, but like I'm a branding and marketing specialist. Like how many courses could I take that are going to help me be a better business owner so that when I
Exactly.
connect with the sponsor and they're like, hey, I need this. I'm like, oh, I can help you because I just learned that. Or, hey, I can refer you to this resource where you can actually go and learn
Exactly.
it
Yep.
yourself as well too. And that elevates them and it makes them a better business owner. Like,
I mean, the resources are
It's a
endless.
nice cycle.
It's like-
it's a beautiful
Yeah.
cycle.
it is. I love that.
It is a beautiful cycle, like you said. We even have like Techstar Startup Weekend. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
No.
Techstar Startup Weekend it's free. You go there, you pitch your startup idea, and you find investors there. You can even build your team for your startup company there. It's free.
Oh my goodness.
What is
And
that?
it's a whole weekend. It's at the University of Richmond.
Okay.
The 23rd to the 25th
Okay. Of March.
of March.
Okay.
And you just show up.
So that's
pitch
this
your
weekend.
idea. Yeah.
Okay.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not Easter weekend this weekend, is it? No, that's the following. I don't remember. I'm a bad Catholic right now.
I actually just started my Lent. So I'm Eastern Orthodox. And I just started my Lent. So I had to warn everybody. I was like, listen, if I'm particularly cranky one day,
Oh yeah.
just because I'm hungry.
Yeah. I get you. I get it. Been there, done that. Don't deny me food.
That's
I
me
become
without
hangry.
something. My
Right,
best
exactly.
friend. My best friend.
Exactly.
Awesome. I love that. I can't believe that I didn't know that.
Yeah, we didn't.
Well, it's just
I
like
didn't.
it's like a hidden gem, right? Like you think that you're going in there not just. I'm going to say just only because lack of a better word, right? But I'm going to get accredited.
Yep.
Well, what exactly does that mean? But people
Right.
don't realize the resources and support. Like
Yeah, it really is like you said, having that muscle
yeah,
behind you.
I really
Right.
I love that.
Even if you're having a hard week as a business owner and you need to vent and let it out or get advice from somebody, Barry is in his office all the time.
Yeah.
That
He's gonna
man
hate
doesn't
me.
go home.
Yeah,
He's gonna
I know.
hate me.
I know.
Barry.
What do you think about? What do you think about? And he's such a
good.
wealth of information.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
is.
he has like every time he talks, I'm just like,
I know. I just didn't listen. He's so knowledgeable.
right,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
And I'm like, you lost me on the on ramp because I'm stuck back there when you said X, Y, and Z, and I haven't heard like the last 15 things that you said, but I'm sure eventually you'll repeat it. So hopefully, I'll catch it. But yeah, he's just one of those individuals that from the moment I've met him, I've enjoyed talking to
Yeah.
him,
Right,
Because
right.
he's just a kind
Right.
individual as well
Right.
too. So
He
that
really
doesn't
is.
hurt,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
It's funny. I met him actually through my uncle and my grandma at the Brick House Diner.
Oh.
So my uncle owns the Brick House Diner.
Oh, okay.
And my grandma makes all the desserts and stuff.
Oh.
You probably met her.
Your grandma's desserts. I love that.
Yeah. So I was there visiting her one day, and Barry was there, and I got to talking to him, and he emailed me, and he's like, "Hey, you don't have the qualifications for this position, but you should try it anyways." And I was like, "Okay."
I love that. Well, it didn't matter. He saw potential
Yes,
in you, right? So
exactly.
the qualifications can
Yeah.
always come. I'm a firm
Right.
believer that
Right.
there's certain things about individuals you cannot teach, right?
Exactly.
So
Either you got it or you
personality,
don't have it.
you either got it or you don't have it.
Yeah.
Personality, empathy, those types of things.
Common sense.
Common sense was a
Common
big
sense
one.
ain't so
Common
common.
sense. I'm so sorry, but that's. I
ain't
always said
so
that. I was
common.
like, you need to take a common sense class. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're not going to learn.
Yeah.
anything.
But so he saw something in you, and he's
Right.
one of those individuals that can see potential in individuals that you can help grow too.
Right.
So
Yeah.
and you're doing a fantastic
Yeah,
job.
you're doing
so
a great job.
I'm learning
Bravo.
a lot. Thank
Bravo.
you.
Yeah.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot. It's been fun. And he's like, "You think you'll be here a while?" I'm like, "You're never getting rid of me, Barry."
You're stuck with me.
awesome.
Yeah. Well, did you guys have any questions about Ignite for me?
Yeah, tell us a little bit more, like in terms of what other businesses may want to know about regarding Ignite.
So if you are looking for employees, but you're having a hard time, building that team because you've been through 5 different employees, a bunch of different candidates, and nobody's working, this is a great place to come.
Okay.
Barry actually creates networking events like the topics that I discussed before, where you can meet those people here that are either looking for a position or looking for a career shift.
Awesome.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That is awesome.
And you
Yeah.
get the chance to actually talk to them without letting them know who you are. So you get a real raw response from somebody
Gotcha.
and not just a practice rehearsed interview.
Right.
They're trying to impress you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love
So
that.
it's really great. It's refreshing.
Yes, I'm sure.
Barry calls it real talk.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's real. It's
Yeah.
real talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I love it. Love it.
Because you can find out a lot of things that people wouldn't otherwise be willing to share, right?
Yeah.
Which is, not necessarily a bad thing, but finding the right person is crucial. It's time, value, money, right?
Yeah.
So if you hire the wrong person, it's money spent.
Time value money that you
lots of
spent for
time.
nothing. Yeah.
Absolutely. So
That's
finding
what
the right
I read,
person.
like 30% of a company's profit gets thrown out the window.
Yeah.
With hiring.
Because, yeah.
Not
Hiring,
finding the right
rehiring, the
person.
turnaround. Yeah.
Yeah. It's frustrating. So,
Yeah, I worked for Cisco Foods.
oh, yeah.
They pay for your 7-week training process. And like people stay for a month and then they go to the competitors. And I'm like,
Wow.
Cisco, do better.
Right.
Yeah. They got to make some changes
Like,
there.
Right.
It's not
yeah,
working.
like, it's not working.
not
for you.
working.
Something's off.
Yeah. They're like, why would we train our employees? Cisco does it for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They're like, thank you, Cisco.
Yeah, exactly.
Next.
Next.
Exactly. Awesome sauce.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for coming to join me
Thank
and talking
you.
to me.
Thank
It
you.
was nice
Absolutely.
meeting you all too.
It's very nice to
Likewise,
meet you.
yeah.
I
Thank
hope I
you.
do see you in here again.
Oh, you will.
Oh, you will.
Oh, you
Good.
will.
Yeah, we're
I mean,
gonna
we've
be
already
regulars.
threatened it, so just don't call the cops on us.
I won't
We're going to put our posters up for our faces in here. This is our room, too.
take videos. Bear would be like, huh, that place looks familiar.
Right? Yeah. Shh. It's okay.
Or put our names on the door. I don't
Yes.
think no, this is our office.
Thank you guys again.
Thank you.
This is BBB Sharing. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Ignite Sparked by BBB Central Virginia and on LinkedIn, BBB Serving Central Virginia. Thank you.
Thank you.